Hi everyone and welcome back to Wicked-Whiskers traditional wet shaving channel. Today I felt inspired to conduct sort of experiment and to compare two probably similar but a little bit different styles of shaving. One is the regular open comb safety razor and the second one is Slant. Of course, I do prefer open combs. For these 3 days of beard growth, I think they will be better choice. But for everything else, stay tuned and we will see how they compare. For the blade, both of them are loaded with treat platinums and I'll be lathering with Arco soap, which I pressed in this Trella pack. So without further ado, let's continue with the shave. Okay, I cut the video so I saved you a little bit more of time. And as I mentioned before, if you're not first time on this channel, basically my whiskers are growing in different directions and I must say that my beard is not very symmetrical on both sides, so it would be a little bit not objective to actually use it side by side. But I will go in different portions of my face with each razor to highlight their benefits, so you can make your own adjustment for this. And of course, leave the comment and tell me what you think. First things first, let's go with highlights of the open comb. First of all, I like the sense on the skin. It's very direct. And when you see the combs, they're basically the only, let's say, the standpoint of the razor. So with open comb, as compared with the straight bar razors, your skin won't be that flattened. So the blade will have more direct contact with your skin, which is for me pretty okay when it comes to flat portions of my skin, like the chins and cheeks. So I always know where the blade is, how harsh it is in contact with the skin. So this is pretty okay, very efficient, very good for lining the sideburns. If you're fancy goatee or sporting mustaches, then open comb will be very direct and very precise tool for you to achieve this contouring, if you like. And especially if you're shaving in less passes, like 1 or 2, it is very efficient. As you can see, it barely leaves any soap marks behind, so you can always see what are you achieving. And basically for one pass with the grain, I think I could call this a finished pass. So okay, it's dripping a little bit. It is also okay to go underneath the nose, because the blade is flat, as you can see, and the head of the razor is pretty thin, so it's not as bulky as with Mercur's. And it is very easy to find the correct angle. So for precise cutting, for contouring, for everything else, open comb, the regular open comb, is simply a winner. Does it shave differently than closed bars? Yes, a little bit. But mostly because when you press the combs on your skin, there will be some, wavy pattern of your skin, and the blade will get easily to the whiskers, so the cutting dynamics would feel a little bit harsher, a little bit more blade feel, but for me it's only difference, nothing else. So this is, I could say, easily nothing to repeat on the cheeks and on mustache area. Now for the second part with the slant razor. I discovered it a little bit, we could say I arrived late for the party. And for these patterns where beard grows sideways, upwards, in all sorts of directions, I have the sense that the razor is cutting a little bit more smoother, and by that I mean cutting a little bit faster and cleaner through the whiskers. You can see hopefully a lot of them being taken care of. So if you're having a beard which is growing pretty flat to the skin, and you need razor to do some heavy lifting for you, I think that slants are a little bit better in that term. I wouldn't dare to say that slant razor is more aggressive or more comfortable. The only thing is, as you can see, the torque of the blade, it is a little bit more rigid, so there is certainly a less chattering if you have issues with that. And especially if you have some heavy beard growth areas, like I do on this goatee portion. It is performing a little bit more efficiently, simply because it is having that slicing over cutting feature. Meaning that the blade is doing this. So it is working very well. And if you try to perform some fine-tuning with the angle of the blade, I guess it won't be that good for goatees or for sideburns, but not impossible though. So, to see a little bit in here, in this indentation, left side pretty clean, cheeks, I shouldn't even fix anything, so I will perform one additional pass, just a little bit, so I can have more time to comment on this slant versus normal razors. Now I guess that it would be pretty same or similar comparison if you compare the regular a regular razor with, let's say, safety bar razor with safety bar slant. So it's just in that adjusted cutting angle and a little bit more of blade rigidness, so that's all the difference. And for my shallow nature I fell for the gold plating, so it was the only reason why I went for the slant. I would otherwise be perfectly fine with just having an open comb, and it will be sufficient for my needs. So just going lightly, and for this second part I must say that any differences, even the ones between the standard safety bar razor and the open comb, are pretty neglectable, because there are no heavy whiskers left. So I'm just going nice and slowly. As you can see, no irritation. And maybe just perform the open comb on the other side. Now today I'm pretty lucky because both of the razors are paired with treat blades, which do have the best alignments in fatigues. And for less beard growth, I'm not even noticing any difference compared in open comb and the slant. But as you can see, I'm already slanting the razor head a little bit. So if you're shaving for some time and you do perform some complex movements with the razor, then slant maybe won't be that necessary for you. If you're just starting out, then slant will take some effort off your back, so there is a little bit of benefit in it. And as you can see, pretty nice, pretty clean, with minimal efforts. Beautiful, beautiful efficiency. Okay, let's do some touch up with the slant. Very comfortable. I must say that for heavier beard growth, like I had on the first pass, the slant felt a little bit more comfortable. But right now, when I'm just performing this touch-up, then to be honest, I really don't feel any differences. Well, maybe there will be some. Let's see the final results. Yeah, perfectly nice, clean, smooth on both sides. No major differences. Just a small rinse off, and I'm noticing something, but take me with a slight dose of reserve, because since this is comparison video and I had soap on my face for a little bit longer than usual, I see that in here I do have a little bit of pimples and skin scratching, but not severe cuts. On this side it is a little bit smoother and nicer. So I guess that this difference in blade clamping and rigidness actually favored the slant razor in terms of avoiding that micro skin bumps, razor bumps on the skin, while this one was much better on straight down passes than on the subsequent one. Both of them handmade with brass, solid purchase between 15 and maybe 25-28 euros. Should be lasting for a lifetime. For me, I like to use both of them. If you have any doubts, any questions, leave me a comment. Oh wait, first let's check the aftershave feedback. I will rinse a little bit of soap. So, open comb, slant on the second pass, but the cheeks were both shaved with open comb. And yeah, I don't have any feedback, any severe one, so no cuttings, no. On the clean skin it is quite visible that this was a pimple, so it wasn't the razor's fault. On the chin area, no irritation, no weepers. I would say both razors performed wonderful. Another final shot, final comparison. Difference maybe in the handles. Do you like more grip, more comfort? Do you like something small, maneuverable? For everything else, no mistakes on going with either one. Like I said, minor comfort advantage on the slant razor, and for everything else, enjoy, invest in good brush and good soap, and the razor will just come on its own. Thank you again for watching and see you next time. Bye.